Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hangout with Roshini. If you guys haven't attended the previous two Hangouts, don't worry, it's on YouTube. Before that, we can have a quick session with Roshini, who's going to guide us about fitness. Now, we are 8 days into 2016. Ninth day, have we caught up with our resolutions? I myself want to lose weight. I myself want to get my fitness levels on check. So I need a bit of advice. I need a bit of tips, and so do you guys. So we have here today Roshini Gilbert, Director of Fitness, HealthifyMe, and she's going to take us through a quick roundabout of do's and don'ts of your fitness schedule that you can take care of in the coming year. Also joining us is our senior yoga instructor, Pragya Bhatt. You would have seen her if you had joined us in Hangout with Pragya. So she'll be taking over, and she and Roshini will be taking over the fitness schedule for 2016. Thank you.
Hi Pragya. Hey Roshini. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. So let's just get started. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, so before we begin off, I just want to say a little bit about myself and how I got into this fitness and why my story would be very inspiring for most of you guys. So before I teamed up with HealthifyMe, I was this obese mom of triplets, and I was a chartered accountant, and I had absolutely no clue about workouts. Though I used to be an athlete before, but working out is a completely different ballgame altogether. So I did few random workouts in the gym and ended up with a just bulge. I had some back issues because of the wrong workouts that I started off with, which is why I want to reach out to you guys and tell you that just doing random workouts as a beginner is not the right way, but you should do the right kind of, your start should always be right. If you start up on a bad note, you're going to end up with injuries, you're going to get overtrained, you're going to get tired, and end of story, you're going to stop the workouts after 2 or 3 months. That's about it, and then no results after that. So today I'm in my just casual clothes and not even in my workout gear, simply because I want to let you know that as a beginner and as you start a workout, it is not necessary that you should find that 60 minutes in a gym or in a fancy place, workout place. No, you can just do them anywhere and everywhere, even if you're at your office, even if you're cooking, even if you're taking care of your babies. I used to have these random workouts with my kids. I used to put my kids on my knees and do some of crunches and do some squats and lunges as I'm cooking, as the fish is frying. So it's like even now, even at office when we do our stand-ups, we do have. I try to make that time, use it for my stretches. So it is, as a beginner, it's as simple as that. And so let's just get started. So, and definitely, I know it's extremely boring for you to hear that eating right, lifestyle and workouts is the way to fitness, but trust me, there is no other way. There is no magic pill that's going to get you fit. You have to eat right, you have to work out, and you have to get your lifestyle right. So getting your lifestyle right is the first most important thing as a beginner. Sticking to your plan is the next. So before I tell you, talk to you about how you can motivate yourself to stick to a plan, what I want to tell you is how can you structure your workout as a beginner, right? So what do I do? The first question, like, what do I do in my workout? The structure of your workout as a beginner should always be stretch, cardio, strength. This is like the building blocks of your fitness, right? So stretching. And this need not be, like I told you before, you need not exactly be doing that inside a gym. You could take this outside as well, which in the program we're going to tell you, as we talk, we're going to actually make you go through the stretch routine in the next half an hour. Next is the cardio. It's always nice to start off with cardio because cardio burns the most amount of calories. Cardio, which includes full body movements, where you're moving your limbs, your hands, your body, and you're swimming, you're running, you're cycling, where you're doing multi-muscle movements. They are the best calorie burners because the amount of calories you burn depends on the number of muscles you put to use, right? So when you're simply crunching or you're just doing a bicep curl or you're just picking something, you're not actually burning much of calories, right? You need to do bigger body movements. So cardio is the number one which can give you a lot of calorie burn as a beginner. The next one is strength. This is almost always forgotten by all in a weight loss program when you start off with. Strength routine, if you're going to be doing a lot of cardio, like 1 hour, 1.5 hours, something which I also did as a beginner. I did a lot of cardio and no strength. When what happened was I started losing muscle. If you need to maintain your muscle, you need to have strength routine as part of your exercise routine. And when I say strength, I mean it could be something you are doing in the gym using the machines, where you use the help of machines. It could either be that or an added equipment like a dumbbell. You could use stretch bands, you could use fitness balls for an added equipment. Or the third, and which is my personal favorite, the body weights, right? And body weights can give you get you to the best of fitness and much more leaner, stronger, and give you much more a calorie burn than any other, anything else in weight training. Right. So this is the structure: stretch, cardio, strength. So let's just start off with how to help you stay motivated to your plan, right? So Pragya and I are going to do certain stretches for you as we talk, which I want you guys to try out right now, and try them out. And end of the show, I would like you to put in your comments on how you feel about it, right? Okay, let's get started. So, what is the first most important thing that you need to begin with is make the time. I don't have time, I'm working, I have kids, my baby didn't let me sleep, blah, blah. I mean, for me, I personally do not like to hear that, but yeah, that's everybody's story, right? Yeah. So make that time by organizing your day. It could be fixing, do not put it in your head that I need that 45 to 60 minutes. No. As a beginner, please just start off with 15 minutes. That's all you need. 15 minutes before you get into the shower, 15 minutes before you feel the baby's going to wake up, 15 minutes immediately after your baby goes to sleep, 15 minutes just before you head out for work, 15 minutes running or cycling to your work, right? So as a beginner, the first most important thing to do is to figure out that 15 minutes of your day in the morning, plus, I'm not over there, another 15 like that in the evening, right? So if you can manage these 15 minutes in the morning and in the evening to start off with, you're doing good, right? The next is pick out something which is practical and pick out something which you're going to enjoy doing. Right? You need to, if you are someone who has to go to a gym, before that, let me just put Pragya into a stretch. Right? Yeah. Okay, so Pragya, I just want you to do a hamstring stretch, which is very simple. Guys, as a beginner, if you do not have the time, keep that 15 minutes for your workout, which I was talking to you about. But at other times when you are sitting at home watching the TV or just relaxing, use your body to get into stretches. So all you need to do, Pragya, is you guys should do this with me. Okay, stretch your foot out, put them on the heel, curve your lower back, and then move forward as much as you can, getting an excellent stretch on your hamstring, on the down part of your thigh, right? Yeah. So stretching it out. Yeah. Curving my back. Yes. Get your lower back curved. Yeah. And then moving forward. Bend forward. Can you feel a stretch here? Yes. Okay, hold on there. Every cool down stretch or a stretch where you want to release your tight muscles. Your muscles are tight before you start a workout program. It is always ideal to stretch it for at least 30 seconds. It takes a muscle at least 30 seconds to be put in a stretch position so that the muscle relaxes and maintains its normal length. Okay. So it's a cool down stretch or a stretch to relax tense muscle should always take to at least 20 to 30 seconds. So what should I do with my hands? Just rest it as how you feel. It's fine. Right. So I was telling you about making a practical choice of workout. So if you're someone who likes dancing, I think you should get back to dancing. If you're someone who likes running, you can slowly train yourself to get into running. But as a beginner, don't start running from day one, right? Are you okay in that, Pragya?
Yeah, I will be answer. Yes, please. Let's.
Right. Right. Pick something which you will enjoy. Pick something practical. When I mean practical, do not think that gym is the ultimate place for workout. You can easily start some workouts at home. You just need a jogging track or a park where you can go for a walk, which is more than enough for a beginner to start off with. Some stretches and body weights at home, and you're great to begin with, right? Then, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're okay there?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to move to the next stretch, which you can do right away. I just want you to, I think we have a creaky chair here. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. But okay, so you need to stretch your hands back. Just clasp them behind like this. Right? Like this. Yeah, and open out your chest. Right? I want you to open out your chest completely. Pull your shoulders back as though you're trying to move. Your shoulder blades should move together. Right? Yeah. Perfect. And drop it down. Right? Drop it down. Yeah, exactly. Hold there for 30 seconds. Yeah. While I tell everybody what is the kind of reasonable goal that you should target as a beginner. So we have some crazy questions like I need to lose 10 kgs in the next 2 months. I need to lose like 5 kgs in the next 1 month. But guys, just hold on, right? Your body took like 10 years to put on 15 kgs. You cannot lose 10 kgs in 1 month. It's impossible. It's like you're trying to kill yourself, right? It's almost like suicide. Don't do that. You're going to lose a lot of muscle. In this process of losing a lot of weight in 1 month, you will lose muscle. And losing muscle definitely implies you're going to have weaker joints, which means at an age 30, you're going to lose like 15 kgs. By age 40, you're going to have joint pains, or even before that, right? So muscle is the way to, hold your, keep you going for many years. As you age, you need muscle loss. Basically means what? Muscle loss means you're aging, right? Right.
So in case any of you have any questions about anything that we're doing, such as the movements that we're holding, the stretches that we're holding, just feel free to ask any theoretical questions, any questions about like the actual stretches that we're doing. Just put it in the comments, and we'll address them at the end of this webinar.
All right. So Pragya, you're feeling okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you relax the stretch. That's good. So what is a reasonable weight loss goal, right? It's anything from 2 to 4 kgs depending upon your height and weight, right? So 2 is a good 2 kgs per month. 2 to 4 kgs per month with the right eating, with good eating. I mean like really good eating, clean eating and workouts. You cannot lose weight. You can definitely lose up to 5 kgs if you're going to eat less. Basically, this is where everybody goes on a diet. You can cut calories. Cutting calories simply implies you are providing less nutrition to your body, which is not. For example, if it's a person who is 20 years old, he's young, he needs food, he needs a lot of nutrition. He cannot be eating a very low calorie diet, right? Someone who is 40 plus, maybe yes, you do have to, your requirements for your body is lesser. You can cut down your calories a bit. Someone who's 60 plus, of course, they can cut down the calories some more, right? So going on a diet or cutting calories depends on the kind of age bracket you are in. So it is not a one-size-fits-all diet. It depends on your age. It depends on how active you are. It depends on what is the kind of workouts that you're following. Keeping in mind this, you need to follow a diet and workout routine that is going to give you this 2 to 4 kgs weight loss goal per month. So that's it's very important to follow that if you need to maintain your fitness levels. Otherwise, you're going to get tired. You'll not last the workout routine. Then let's get into another stretch. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to give you a stretch to do now is a glute stretch or your buttocks stretch. Right. So this is one muscle which is always working for us, but we don't do anything to strengthen them or stretch them because this muscle gets really tight because we're doing the walking movements. And it is one of the biggest muscle used for any of this walking, running, and walking is a part of our day, right? Walking, getting up, sitting. So this muscle gets tight and we hardly do anything about it. So to give you some relief for your butt, yeah, for your head.
Also, before that, would you say that this is the muscle which is responsible for a lot of the backaches that people?
Yes, absolutely. So having a tight glute or buttocks muscle is one of the biggest reason for backache. So if someone comes to me with a backache, the first thing I give them is a whole lot of stretches, which were for the lower back and the glutes. Almost always the lower back issues are, they just disappear. So this is something which many people don't do, but I would like to encourage you to try doing this. So this is a very simple stretch. There are many, number of stretches that you could do. You can always connect with us to know more. So just hold this across, yeah, and pull it diagonally across. Just pull it up. Keep pulling it up as close to your body as well. Yeah, you can even do that. You can even rest it on a chair, right, and then hold it. So whenever you do a stretch, try to hold it as tight as possible to a point of stress, but not to a point of pain. Pain is not a stretch, right? Stress. The muscle has to be stressed, but not in pain. And hold it there for 30 seconds to both sides, and try it out, guys. I really want you to try it out and put it in the comments below how you feel after doing this. And if you have any other questions that you need to ask me, please do keep the comments coming, and we'll just air all of them. Yeah, 30 seconds, please, and then you can switch sides. Can we pull that chair? Yeah. So, guys, just getting another chair. Another thing that you could do is, thanks, Coffee. Yeah, can you get rid of this? Sorry, guys. Making reasonable goals we're done with. Next is having an accountable person, right? Someone whom you can be accountable to, your spouse, your friend, even better, the HealthifyMe app. So you can even track your food, you can track your exercise, and your expert is there looking at it every single day, right? Having somebody to check on you is the best for you as a beginner, because it took me almost 3 years to get into a routine which I am in right now. 3 years, right? It's a long time. It is not easy for me to change something which I was doing 30 years and then come into a brand new routine all of a sudden as a beginner. It's impossible. You will fall off track 100 times before you come back on track one single time, right? So it is completely natural to fall off track, but it's not good to not come back on track, right? So you need to have someone whom you are accountable to, so you're able to stick on even if you are falling off track, right? So next, you want to get into another stretch? Yeah. Okay, let me do something for the neck, right? This is also something everybody knows how to do a stretch neck. The only thing is we don't remember to do it as often as we should be. There is a lot of stress for the neck, even for a housewife. Like when you have to pick your child, you're picking something up. There's a lot of picking activities involved. Cervical is always an issue. There's so many clients of us coming with cervical issues, especially moms, because of this movement of picking the baby 100 times a day, right? And of course, people who are in office and they're working, so this position, the head forward position, that also causes a lot of stress for the neck. So these stretches, which I'm going to show you, again, I repeat, make them part of your everyday, right? For the neck, hold the chair below. I hope all of you are doing this, right? Follow me. Hold the chair below, keep your shoulders straight, hold on to the chair tight, and then stretch your neck to the side, the opposite side, right? Hold it there. What you can do is, you might feel the muscle in this area may not be the only one that is tight. What you need to do is keep moving your head, keep rotating your head slowly, and you will be able to find that one particular point which is going to be a nagging pain for you. So the idea is to stretch it and move it so that you are able to identify where it is that you are feeling a little more tighter than the other spot, right? And if you hold that in that tight spot for 30 seconds, you will relax and release that muscle, right? So you hold it for 30 seconds and then you switch sides, right? And you do that, you can do front, back, down, whichever way. Right? I'm already feeling better on this side now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the other side. So keep moving it, guys. So just hold on to the other side tight and then keep moving it. Move it down. Side, you can move it up, side. Oh, I'm also feeling good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Guys, try this. It's an instant mood lifter.
mood lifter, yeah. I need your comments end of the show that you're doing this, right? This is, guys, this is all for you, right? So yeah, please do it. Great. So the next thing, this is my favorite. My favorite. This is what I make everybody do. It's called track your measurement. Yeah. So when you start a workout routine, somebody starts at day 1. After 2 months, most or especially after 1 month, people come back. I don't see results. Like, you did something to your body for 15 years. How will you see results in 1 month? It's impossible. So body takes 4 to 6 weeks or up to 8 weeks to figure out that I am doing something different. Right? There are 4 phases which the body goes through when it starts something new, be it eating or be it workouts. Right? So the first phase is shock. Then there's alarm. The body is in a state of shock when a new kind of diet is started and when a new kind of workout is started. Some people tend to retain the muscle, the water. Some people tend to lose water. Like we have clients who have lost like 8 kgs in 2 months. There is a lot of water weight that is going. And we also have clients who have not lost weight in 8 months and then suddenly starts losing and they feel amazing. Like these are all real life stories that's been happening. So having worked with people with different body types, I can assure you that just begin with your workout routine. Don't think about 2 kg, 4 kg weight loss. Only as a beginner, think about, are you doing this right? That's it. End of story, right? All possibilities that by the mid of the 2nd month or by the beginning of the 3rd month is when you will actually start seeing the results of whatever it is that you're doing. So and if you will see the kind of drop-offs that happens, it's always at the 2nd month. People at 2nd month drop off from gyms. That's like what is widely seen. That is the time when you're actually going to start seeing results. Why should you drop off then, right? Take it to the 3rd month, and I assure you, you're going to see results, right? So as a beginner, the 3rd month is actually the most important. I mean, according to me, right? Because from what I see from experience, that's how it is. Now, tracking a measurement, I think is there. How do you track that? The most favorite one of mine is choose an old tight dress of yours and take a picture of yourself in that, right? We will not be able to take a measurement of ourselves. We can, like, taking measurements is one great way to track your results, but may not always be right. You may not be measuring the same place all the time.
Yeah.
So what I did for myself is I took one tight dress of mine, wore it, and I kept wearing that every 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 weeks, 1 month. And when it got really loose, the fitting of a dress can never lie, right? So that is, and your weight may be the same when you start, especially if strength workouts is a part of your routine. Then absolutely your weight will be going up, but you will be shrinking. Your fat is going down, the weight is going up. So the fitting of the dress is going to tell you that, say, these are the results, right? So a fitting of a dress using a tape, your weight is one of the factors. Guys, weight is not the factor for good fitness, even as a beginner. Your body can never lose weight immediately in the first 2 months. So weight, yeah, these are, I think, some of the, you can do your BMI tests in the gym. You have the fat analysis machines, you can do those. But keep it easy and simple as a beginner, guys. Just try to fit into your old favorite dress. That's the best thing. Yeah. So guys, we have a small break right now, and just give us a minute. We'll be right back.
Alright guys, we hope you're enjoying this session. Also, we want to remind you that we're running the No Fail Resolution. Now, if any of you have health objectives or fitness objectives to achieve this 2016, we're here to help you. All you need to do is go to healthifyme.com/no-fail. Healthifyme.com/no-fail. All you need to do is give your name, your phone number, and also who you'd like to consult, a fitness trainer, a nutritionist, or a yoga expert. And we'll be there to help you achieve your health objectives this 2016. Now, we've had a lot of clients achieving their weight loss in 2015. We're putting up all their testimonials in our website, on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, and on Twitter. So if you want to stay up to date, check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, as well as on Instagram. Also, just a small reminder, we're running an incredible 30% today just for you guys watching this hangout. All you need to do is check pricing page on the HealthifyMe website or the app and use the coupon code WORKOUT30, WORKOUT30. Workout30 will give you 30% discount. Incredible discount, to be fair, the highest that we can give you on any of our experts. To be fair, HealthifyMe is powered by the best coaches in India. Moving on to Pragya and Roshini for a while, after which we'll be having a Q&A. So I would like you guys to leave a few comments and we will see how we can answer best to all the questions that you have about your fitness schedule this 2016. Over to you guys.
Hey all, we're back. Yep. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna just bust 3 myths for you. Okay, so 3 fitness myths, which is normally that people we see. Yeah. And before we start with the first one, I want to put you into another stretch, right? Okay, so this is called a sitting lumbar stretch, to where all you need to do is just sit straight, curve your back always, right? Put your hip bone down and curve your back. Now turn as much possible. Hold for 30 seconds. You can hold the chair. You can take the support of a table to hold on to, right? You good? Yeah. Stay in there and give me the first myth that you want to talk about.
The first thing that anyone who starts a fitness routine, the first thing they think is the longer I work out, the better it is. And so is that a myth or is that yeah?
The longer you work out, the easier you're gonna die with the workout. Right? So that's not, you can just drain out. As a beginner, it's not right that you need to burn long hours. There are people I've seen who work out like 2 hours, 2.5. If I have done, I used to work out like 2 hours. Right? It's not good. You are burning a muscle, and if you're doing that 2 hours without proper meal, it's even worse. Right? You're doing more damage to your body than ever. So an ideal routine should end as a beginner within 45 minutes. Right? So that's all that you need to look at. The longer you work out is not going to give you any results as a beginner.
Yeah, and along with that, a lot of people think the more cardio I do, the more fat I will lose. So we see people going on the treadmill and just sweating it out and thinking it's a way to squeeze this sweat out of your t-shirt at the end of the training session. Yeah. So I think that's also a myth.
It is in one angle, it is right that cardio definitely burns more calories than strength. But if you're not going to combine cardio with some sort of a strength element, you are only going to burn out your muscle. So your body works on, you should eat something and then work out. The body works on carbs for the first 20 to 30 minutes. Like from body type to body type, 20 to 30 minutes on an average. Body works on carbs, which is basically the food that you've eaten before the workout. Post that, the body starts targeting a lot of muscle and fat as the primary source of fuel for that workout. So if you're doing something for 1 hour, after half an hour, 40 minutes maybe max, your body is actually starting to use a lot of muscle. Of course, you do burn fat, but burning fat should never be at the cost of burning muscle as well, right? Okay. So cardio is good, cardio is right, but do it along in combination with strength and after eating a lot of, the right kind of food. Because any workouts without the right kind of food before and after is a waste. Like, don't do it. Don't waste. Don't harm your body by doing that. Right? Okay.
So another thing that we get a lot is thin people don't need to work out. Thin people are fit. So
we always say thin people, they're lucky they've got those bones. No, it's not that. Thin people. What I had, again, bouncing off on what I told earlier, which is you eat less You become thin. Like even if I stop eating today, I eat like apple and only banana and one egg. That's it, and I'm gonna lose weight. All of us are gonna lose weight.
Yeah.
But the fat is not gonna go off from your system, right? Fat burning is something that happens when you do workouts at intensities, which gets you breathless and for a longer duration. Like I was telling, 20-30 minutes, you're using up the sugar from your body, and you target a lot more fat after that period.
Yeah.
Right? So if you are thin and you're not doing anything, where is that fat is not going to just go off from the body just like that, right? What is happening to you is you are losing muscle, which is why you're thin, and that's not the healthy way.
Yeah, and I think that's why we
Skinny fat, we call it
skinny fat, and that's why you see a lot of skinny people with cholesterol issues.
Absolutely.
A lot of skinny people having heart attacks.
You will also see that you can see that their faces, like even the young girls, right? I mean, 21-year-old, you'll see that their skin is sagging, and their hands are like wrinkly. When you see them, you can actually figure out, hey, this person has got the skinny fat, right? And she's not healthy.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, just because you're thin doesn't mean you should not work out.
Yeah.
All the more reason that you should work out and build more muscle.
Yeah.
You should put on some weight.
Yeah. It should be strong.
We should be strong, exactly. Like healthy and strong is the new sexy, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay. So one last thing, a lot of people for the abdominal fat, especially women who deliver.
I love this question.
So the first thing they say is, give me an abs routine. Yeah, exactly. Can yoga, help with the abs? Give me a fitness routine that's going to, get rid of the fat, the abs,
Yeah.
So what's the thing about that?
So the first most thing which a beginner wants is to lose abs, right? To lose abdominal fat or fat from anywhere from the body, you need to do longer duration, higher intensity workouts, which are much better, and full body movements, like I was telling you. Right? It's impossible to get that with, like when you crunch, it's just one muscle working, right? How much is that? Like 10% of your body. But when you do a full body movement, you're using a lot of muscle. So the amount of calories you burn depends on the number of muscles that you're going to use. If you're going to just using your ab muscle to crunch, when will you burn that fat? You're not burning fat good enough in that routine. You'd rather do a cross trainer for 1 minute than do an ab crunch for 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
You'll be burning like 10 times more calories doing that.
Okay. So if people want to build abdominal muscles, they should focus on using
big muscle movements, and it's a whole body process. Like fat can never go from one part alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Can never go there. It's a myth. It can never go. So you need to. So I think we should be done with the myth, guys. I need your questions coming in. We're going to answer all of your questions right now. But before that, one important thing that I would like to tell you is there are a lot of myths. There's a lot of information out there which are general and which you cannot use that for one particular body type. So when I started off, that was what my impression was. Like everybody's doing the same routine. No, if you have cholesterol, if you have diabetes, if you have asthma, if you have any other condition, the workout guidelines for each of this is different. Is completely different, right? So you have to connect with someone who can help. Who can help you with what is this the right way that I can start my workout with. Right? Our experts are here for you 24/7, and if you would really like to connect with us and get to know exactly the right way to get fit, right? And for us, fitness is not diet and eating less and all that. Our experts believe in eating and working out and having that energy and staying motivated to do a lot more, right?
Yeah. Okay, great. So I'm gonna leave now.
Wait. Are you okay with the stretches? How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, I'm always up for stretches. Always up for some movement. So I'm gonna make a move now and allow you to answer all the questions that our viewers have for you. Okay. All right. So thanks, guys. It was nice seeing you guys again.
Thanks, Bhavya. Where are my questions? Guys, questions. Waiting.
Right. Thank you so much. Hi, Roshini. Thank you so much, Bhavya. Guys, if you want to get in touch with her, you can check her out in the HealthifyMe app. Also, she has a Facebook page, Yoga with Pragya, so you can check Pragya out there as well. Now, we're heading into the Q&A session with Roshini. We've got a few questions already. Good going, guys. So, we'll start off with Aishwarya Gemma. How do you suggest a beginner over the age of 50 to start who has almost had no exercise for the past 5 years.
Yeah, so this is exactly what I was telling before, structuring your workout, right? It always starts with stretches, cardio, and strength. At any age, at any given point out, this is the structure. You start this person on stretches. First, of course, you have to figure out what are his health conditions. If he has any joint pains, back pains. You know, certain stretches, certain movements will let us know which are his tight and weak muscles, right? Then we work on that with the stretches. Then slowly introduce into cardio. Along with the cardio, some exercises which we call as stability mobility are the best to start off with for the person to strengthen his joints, right? If the joints are not strong, and if I put him onto cross trainer or anything like that, he is going to end up in having some sort of issues. So stability mobility exercises, which are basically using your own body weight, those along with walks. Walks are the best exercises that you can do without injuring yourself, and stretches. So this is the way to start off.
All right. I hope your question was answered. Sorry. Next up, we have Simi Hari, who seems to give up every time she tries to start exercising. So she needs that bit of motivation. What do you have to say about that?
Hey Simi, so going off track, like I said, going off track can be 100 times before you come back on track that one time, right? It took me 3 years to get into this routine that I'm following right now. So it's not about, do not give up, right? At the end of it, when you are thinking about yourself that I need to get fit, what is it that you're trying to achieve? That you want to be happy, right? Getting fit is about being happy, right? And only you can make yourself happy. So connect with us, get support of a friend, get support of spouse, get support of an expert who can actually pull you back, let you know, join with a group, right? Get into some group activities, right? You have to stay motivated for doing this, and I'm sure we'll be able to pull you back into your workout routine.
All right, Simi, we're in it together. Let's achieve our 2016 resolutions, get fit, and be proud of our efforts.
Absolutely.
All right, next up, we have Monica, who asks something that even I really like to know. Please give us some tips on when we are eating outside. If we go outside in a restaurant and we want to eat something, what is the healthy options that we can eat?
So one thing is, why do we eat out? We eat out because we want to eat something different. So when you're going out, why do you want to eat rice, guys? You'd rather have something interesting, like, you know, something exotic or some chicken dish or something like that. So what you should do is try to avoid these unwanted carbs, rice, chapatis. Like you can eat them at home too, right? So, or have them in lesser quantities. Try to have 100% try to have one salad, fresh salad plate before you start off on anything else, right? And pick on curry, on dishes that do not have a lot of curries, like gravies. Gravies is the biggest killer. It has all the oil, paneer, butter, masala has all the butter, the oil, the spices, everything that your body does not actually need, right? So pick out the paneer from that, avoid the gravies. Or best, order for food, dishes that are barbecued, steamed, grilled, which are like, without all of these unwanted oils and masalas. So going for a protein veggie combination diet is a much better option, because 100% you'll be drinking something which is again adding to the sugar, some juice, some cocktails, which is again adding to the carbs. So basically avoid the carbs a bit, go for the interesting food, like rice you can always have at home.
Yeah. Thank you, Roshini. Also, just want to have a small shout out to a few viewers who have done the exercises with us during the hangouts, and they are commenting that they've enjoyed the stretches. Thank you so much, guys. For others who missed out the stretches, you can check the same hangout in our YouTube channel, which will go out probably half an hour after the hangout. So you can see the stretches there and try it yourself at home. Coming back to the questions though, there's one question here from our viewer. How important is resting among the exercises? Like we go for, how important is taking rest as compared to strenuous exercises?
You mean like you take how much rest you need?
How much rest is taken?
Yeah, so the rest, it's a completely whole topic in itself, right? If you are a beginner, there is no rest. In fact, if you're just doing a casual walk, 30 minutes walk, it has to be every day. Earlier, the rules, the thought was 5 days is sufficient for a workout. But currently, what we believe is your workout days are 7 days. You need rest depending upon the intensity that you are following. Say a bodybuilder, someone who's doing a lot of heavy, intense workouts. They would need rest. There are different things to this. One is a beginner who has done something intense should completely rest the next day, but just only walk and stretch. But someone who's a bodybuilder, he's not going to rest every day, every alternate day, right? So certain particular muscles which are worked out need at least 1 to 3 days of rest before you touch it again, depending on the intensity, right? And certain muscles, if you're doing it at a very low intensity, you don't even need it to rest, right? You can do it every day. So the rest is a very it's a topic in which I can talk loads and loads. So basically, the important thing is what the amount of rest you need depends on the intensity of your workout.
All right. Shaitali asks, I need suggestions on how to reduce my lower belly fat. I can also ask the same thing.
Yeah. No, everybody would be. It's like the most difficult, thing. Like everybody wants six packs, right? So one most important thing is how do you activate your deepest, lowest muscle, right? This is something which is always missed out, which you cannot do with running and all that. So there are particular exercises which activates your deepest, lowest muscle to pull it in, right? And the first most important thing is you need to bring your fat percentage down. If you have to reduce lower belly, bringing your fat percentage down is primary, and that is possible with right amount of cardio and eating clean. If you are not eating clean, any workout that I tell you that you need to do is not going to help. And when I say eating clean, it is going to be like a fresh raw food, protein fiber sort of a diet, right? You will not have your chapati and you will not have your rice, you will not have any juice. You have to be very strictly onto this very clean sort of boiled chicken. And my friends do that. They do that. If you are really interested in doing that, if you're dedicated, you can follow a diet that's going to complement the workout that you're going to do. Workouts, so obviously it is cardio and ab workouts. Nothing more than that. Ab workouts which involve more full body movements will be much better for this than ab workouts that specifically target as a beginner. Now, as you lose your fat percentage and as you feel that your belly has gone down, then you should start targeting specific lower abdomen workouts, which is like the last part of what you should be doing, right? First, reduce fat percentage, do full body movements, reduce your abs, then comes to targeting specific lower abdomen muscles. If you're going to target only specific lower abdomen muscles from top, you'll never reach that goal, right? So don't do that. Always take it in stages. Getting weight loss is always fat loss. I think we should just get rid of this weight loss word. I don't like it. It should be just fat loss. Yeah, fat loss, not.
Okay. Thank you for the advice, Roshini. One of our regular viewers, Bhavik Parsal, thank you so much for joining us on the 3 Hangouts. He's asking us how to boost metabolism for our workout.
Yeah, with the workout. See, metabolism can be boosted. There is actually a myth which says that as you grow older, your metabolism drops. It is true, but you are in charge of your metabolism, right? How to keep your metabolism high is 1, eating on time. Every day, if you are going to eat at the same time, your body senses that. It knows that. Body is smarter than we are. It knows that I'm going to get my food. It's going to anticipate that and get working. Drinking water. At one go, if you're going to be drinking a good amount of water, that boosts metabolism. Workouts. For every degree of, you increase your body temperature by 1 degree, your metabolism pumps like so many times, multiple folds, right? Which is you just run up the stairs and come down, and then you're just slightly breathless. Your metabolism has actually gone many times, right? And it does not, for a beginner, require a 60-minute workout. Keeping your metabolism high throughout the day is the number 1 factor which can help you make. You lost those 20 kgs, right? Now, how do you maintain yourself in that way? Keeping your metabolism high. Eating on time, eating right. If you're going to have very carb-dominant food, right, or only fruit-dominant meal, your metabolism is again going to drop. Having a complex meal, especially your breakfast, lunch, dinner, should be very complex of proteins, fats, carbs, and fibers. If this is not there, then also your metabolism dips. So keeping your metabolism high is not one factor. There are many factors. Eating right, eating on time. Number 1, eating on time, drinking water, workouts, being active multiple times in the day. Take the stairs, quick take your phone calls, walking. So for every degree of your body temperature going up, your metabolism is going higher. So there are many factors, and you should use all of these factors.
All right, Bhavik, we hope we've answered your question properly. Next up, we have Nikita, who's asked us, now we've covered rest. How do we increase our workout intensity, be it the number of repetitions or switch to another set of workouts completely?
Yeah, great question, actually. So when it comes to running, it again depends on the kind of workouts that you need to use, right? So for the rest, right? How to use the intensity? So when you do any exercise which includes repetitions, right? You start with say 10, right? If you feel that your muscle is tiring at 10, stop there. That is your limit, right? After about doing this for another 2 to 4 weeks, you will feel that you are able to, your muscle will not ache till 10, but you are able to take it till 12. So that's your next limit. So you need to, as a beginner, figure out, like, am I getting tired at this point, right? Start with 8 to 10 reps. After that, take it to 12. After that, 15. So you're listening to your body is the only way to understand your fitness level. So I could tell you, please do 10 reps tomorrow, but maybe you're not going to be able to do that, right? You might tire out at 6 as a beginner. So 6 is your limit, right? So everybody has their own fitness levels. Start from your own fitness level, but the idea is to try to do that number of reps that is going to tire you. When you feel strained with that, that's your limit. From there, you need to keep progressing. And it's different for running, right? You run for like 10 minutes, you run for 20 minutes, and you feel that I'm getting tired at this, stop there. Don't push yourself as a beginner to run that 20 minutes. No, if you're tiring out at 10, that is your intensity, right? And then work from that. An ideal cardio should be increased by 10%. The intensity has to be increased by 10%, right? And if it is a weight, if you're taking weights for the intensity, an increase by 5% is good enough. Like you can't start from 10 kgs and then next is like, oh, I feel stronger, I'm going to take 20 kgs. No, start with a 5% increase. Even with your runs, you run at 5 speed and then you're like, oh, I feel better, now I can take to 7. No, a good thing is intensity is by 10%. Why? Because our body only works by adaptation. It cannot suddenly, it will not respond to stress. 10 kg to 20 kg is a stress for the body. 10 kg to 11 kg is an adaptation. It will slowly take that 11 kgs, then 12 kgs. So you are building without injuries. Whereas if you do 10 to 20, it's like, I mean, definitely your body is not going to adapt. It's only under stress, the body is actually breaking down.
Alright, thank you, Roshini, for that. Just to set aside the context, we have one interesting question here during the Hangouts. Is cracking knuckles bad for bones? The generation question.
I mean, my husband and I fight about this question, right? Why should that be here? So guys, no, actually, it's not good. According to me, it's not good, right? From what I know, I don't know, maybe I'm not the expert here to handle about cracking knuckles, but from what I know, it actually makes the joint a little weak, right? It's especially kids, and they are growing. You don't want to why do you want to crack the knuckles, right? From what I have read, it makes the joints slightly weaker. So you don't have to do that. It's like, how do you want to dislocate your shoulder and put it back? That dislocated shoulder is always a weak shoulder, right? I believe that it is something like that.
All right. Another question from one of our popular viewers, Shruti Kumar asks, I'm trying to build strength and tone up. What should I do? I mean, do I have to do all my workouts at once, or do I spread it out over the day?
You can do either, depending upon your time. One complete routine of 60 minutes has its many advantages. Definitely, because the fat burn that you can get, if you have eaten right, that is, the fat burn that you can get from a full 45 to 60 minute is always higher, right? Even if you split it, right? Like I was saying, if it is a 30 minute, your body is actually working on carbs. And then you increase to 30, you're going to that 60 minute, your body is using up a lot of fat and fat of course, a little bit of muscle. But if you're splitting it, the small disadvantage that have when you're trying to burn fat is if you're doing a 20-minute routine, you still do not reach to that max fat burn zone, right? You are burning your fat, you're burning your sugar, both 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening, you're burning sugar. But if you're someone who's trying to lose more weight, you're not actually taxing into the max fat burn zone, right? Which you can achieve in that 45 minutes. So in that 45 minutes, you are burning sugar for 30 and then you're actually targeting a lot of fats also post that. So anyways, workouts 2 times is fine. You're burning what you're eating. This is okay. But if you look, someone who's looking to burn a lot of fat percentage from your body, it's ideal to take your routine to at least 30 to 45 minutes minimum.
I hope, Shruti, your question was answered perfectly. We're taking the last 2 questions, guys. So the second question is from Vikas Kumar. Hi, Roshini. What are the best protein-rich foods for vegetarians? How safe is to eat soy nuggets, considering soy is a controversial food?
Yeah, so it is difficult for a vegetarian to get the full protein because there is no full protein food for vegetarian. If you're someone who's working out, you would definitely have to depend on eggs at least, right? Or the general protein food is like, the sprouts, and you have your paneer and tofu. Tofu is one good, it tastes awful, but tofu is one good food. The thing is, you need to cook it in a way that you're going to like it. Low-fat dairy, using buttermilk, nuts. Nuts is something which you can use. Egg whites, eggs is a very good source. If you're a vegetarian, if there is any way you can add in some eggs to your diet, that will be great. But there is no other like pure, full 100% source of protein in vegetarian diet. So you could have to, if your workouts are intense, and I would definitely recommend going in for some amount of supplementation because your workouts should not spoil your body, right? That kind of nutrition has to be there.
Protein shakes?
Protein shakes, again, it boils down to these kind of food itself, right? Again, milk and nuts, and it's limited for a vegetarian. But your nutritionist, connect with our nutritionist, she'll be able to explain to you how you can get your diet right. Because the amount of, if you're going to consider how much of protein your body needs in a day, with the current food, I'm sure today what I would like you to do is log in your entire meal in the HealthifyMe app. By end of day, take a look at how much protein content you've had, right? And I'm sure it's not going to reach up to your limits, right? If it's going to show in yellow, it means you're low, right? So a nutritionist would be the best person to help you organize your diet structure.
All right. So the last question goes to Karthikeyan. Thank you so much for joining us for the stretches as well. We've noticed your comment. Thank you so much, Karthikeyan. Is monitoring heart rate essential for increasing intensity of the workout and in turn the stamina?
Okay, monitoring heart rate is very important for someone who's really determined to know like at what heart rate I'm working out at, right? Or for someone, an athlete, or for someone who has some health conditions. If you're a beginner and if you're a normal person, I really don't think that you need to actually monitor your heart rate, but you do have heart rate monitors that's going to help you. It depends on your goal end of the day. If you feel you want to know, or if you have a health condition because of which you want to know that you are working out at certain heart rate, then it is important. Otherwise, the most simple thing as a beginner or a normal workout is to follow your breathlessness. If you are breathing hard with your workouts, it means you are absolutely going to see results. If your heart rate is low, your whatever workout you're doing is not keeping you breathless, you're not going to see results. Ideally, if your body has to see results, you have to pull your body out of your comfort zone. Like I'm walking and sitting and sleeping in my comfort zone. I'm not going to lose weight by walking, sitting and sleeping. I have to sweat it out and I have to raise my heart rate. So being breathless, how breathless you are is a better way to monitor your heart rate. For a normal person than with monitors. But of course, if you really want to know yours, then it depends on people who are training, right? You are at 60% heart rate, you should be at 70% heart rate. So depends on your individual goal that you need to know what your heart rate is.
All right, thank you so much, Roshini. Once again, thank you so much for joining us this lovely afternoon. Guys, we've come to the end of our hangout. Don't quit yet. There are a few things that we'd like to tell you. If you'd like to take your resolution this year and stick to it, we will help you out. All you need to do is take your health resolution at healthifyme.com/no-fail. Simple steps. Just give us your name, your number, your fitness objective. Choose between fitness trainer, yoga expert, or nutritionist, and they'll reach out to you and they will help you achieve this resolution. Also, quick reminder: we're running a very interesting discount, the highest discount that we can run here at HealthifyMe. It's called Workout 30. WORKOUT 30. Workout 30. Use it at the pricing page of HealthifyMe webpage or the app and get our premium plans for 30% off exclusively just for you who are watching this hangout. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We'll be coming back shortly with few other hangouts in the next few coming weeks. We'll be having nutritionists joining us. We'll be having yoga experts joining us. Also, quick reminder again, I'm so sorry, something that I forgot. This Workout 30 coupon code that we mentioned is valid just for 2 hours. So you might as well open that new tab aside and get going. Workout 30 at HealthifyMe. All right. So a few of you we've noticed have not really got your answers, your questions answered. I'm so sorry about that. So we have a toll-free number for you guys if you'd like to call and get in consultation with our experts. It's 1-800-300-23184. I repeat that, 1-800-300-23184. Looking forward to interacting with you guys. Looking forward to taking our resolutions together and losing weight and staying fit this 2016. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Roshini.
Thanks,
We'll see you
guys.
soon.